So if you could plant one fact or idea in the minds of those learning about present-day slavery, what would that be?
My call is for us to go beyond the feeling of my lack of power and realize the great gift that all of us here in this room have to write our story. I mean, we've been given a great gift, and that is we've been given a pen to write the story of our lives. Now, mind you, I guess I'd like to put a little bit of a caveat or warning here, is that a lot of us were born into our story, and we get to start writing around chapter 12, it feels like. And part of our spiritual journey is embracing those 12 chapters, even when we don't like them. And I find friends my age who still are messed up because they want to ignore those first 12 chapters, and they start to write their, I get to write it now, I'm going to ignore what, you can't ignore your story. Mm-hmm. So that's part of the spiritual journey.
Right.
But imagine if the pen's taken away from you. Now, and so for each of us here to realize just the power to be able to write your story. And to say, how could I just give one person that pen? Now there's a day coming up, not tomorrow or this Sunday, but next Sunday. We're calling it Freedom Sunday. And it's thousands of churches all over the world who are saying, you know, on this Sunday, I'm going to teach, preach, sing, act, that no one in my community will feel like they don't have a voice, that they are powerless, that they don't have a pen. Me and my church, we're going to stand with them. And with that, many thousands and hundreds of thousands of churches or individual Christians are going to fast that day. We call it Fast for Freedom. And what we ask that you do is the money that you would have spent on going out to Sunday dinner, going out, give that to help bring freedom. 100% of that's going to go to release people from captivity. So what we need from you is to pray, act, sing, and teach on that day. Reflect and use that great spiritual gift, that great spiritual act that we've had in our tradition for so long, fasting and praying, and turn those dollars free so that they will set free those who need to write a story.
Great. So we're at, in this event, it's called The Art of Thinking Brilliantly. And we're really encouraging people, you know, to use imagination and dream. And, you know, because the Bible says in Ephesians 3:20 that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond anything we could ask or think. So my question is, so what's beyond thinking? Yeah, if God can do something beyond thinking, what's beyond thinking? You know, that would be dreaming. You know, when Israel were released from captivity, the song they wrote was, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like those who dream. We're living in a dream. You know, to go from the hovels of slavery in Egypt and then come into the promised land where you get given a house you didn't build, you're in a vineyard you didn't plant, and you now own it. That's like living a dream. Yeah? So my question to you then would be that if money was no object, what would your dream look like?
You know, that great ancient song of everyone with their own vine and fig tree.
Yeah.
That's my dream. And my dream is, I call myself a pragmatic idealist, which means I dream big dreams. And then I say, okay, what's the small plot of land that I can plant 8 olive trees? And I've got my own vine and fig tree. And someone else could say, well, yeah, but it's only 8. I go, you bet, and aren't they pretty? And so, in Cambodia today, we bought a factory. And we started with 10 women that were coming out of the brothels. And this was, you know, teaching someone how to have ownership of their pond. What we said to them is, every 6 months you stay here, we'll give you ownership of it, stock in this company. And whenever you leave, that's convertible to cash. So equity, they're equity owners of the company. So we got 10 women, and they started making these bags out of, they're out of rice bags. I've never seen these purses. I think they're really ugly, but the French buy them. Unfortunately, there's only so many French in the world. Or fortunately, I don't know. But So we had to find another product. And so we thought, well, what does everyone buy? And we thought, you know what? You're not really legit as a youth group, a university, a rock and roll band, a sports team, unless you have your own t-shirt. You're really not legit. So everyone uses t-shirts. So let's start manufacturing t-shirts. And so we started going, well, first I started to go to people who make a lot of t-shirts, sell them. So I went to a band called Third Day. You know Third Day? I said, hey, Third Day, listen, what would be a great thing is if all that merchandise you sell and all that, what if you did that production at our factory in Phnom Penh? They said, we're in. They're in. We have a new brand. It's called Free to Rock. It's not Fruit Blank Loom. It's Free to Rock. And you can put every message. You can put, our church rocks. You can put whatever you want on it. It's Free to Rock. And you're feeling good about it because of the fact that people are getting freedom. They're getting equity in their future. Yeah. Then we went to 10th Avenue North, and they said, we're in. All of our shirts are going to be there. So we went to the San Francisco Giants. We're going to have a free-to-play night where all the shirts are made by Free to Rock in Cambodia.
Wow.
So you can see where it's going. I'm going there this week. I'm going to tell them, hire another 100 women. We are now employing those that are coming out of slavery, now having a future, their own security.
Yeah. Excellent.
See, that's my dream. My dream is not to give a fish. I want to teach how to fish, and then, hey, there's your pond. That's my dream.
Yeah. So, did you bring anything with you tonight? Any product or literature or?
All I got is 2 chords and the truth. That's all I got. I didn't today. I just brought myself and my story.
Alrighty.
But I will come back. We've got some great things that are made all over the world in our projects. And so everything from great tennis shoes that look like Converse, but they're made by women that are being brought out of the brothels of India.
Wow.
We've got some great shirts, and we've got great sportswear. We got all kinds of stuff. Great chocolate even. So I'll come back on a Sunday. We'll come back on a Sunday and we'll celebrate it. We have a Freedom Store.
Freedom Store. Sounds cool to me. So in my latest book there, we've got at the back, we have a piece on human trafficking. And we have not for sales details there, their website, their mailing address. Just want to encourage you really to stop giving to us and start giving to these guys. Yeah? So there'll be a portion of every sale of every book will go to not for sale because we believe this is something that is really worth investing in. So, yeah, I want you to have
wow. Wow. Can I say one thing? I don't know if in my entire life in the church I have ever heard a pastor say, so don't, instead of giving to us, give to them. Are you kidding me? I just found my church.
Well, I learned it from David Crone, who's my hero. David's always saying, so what do you need? What can I do for you? So we're just learning to pass it on. So let's just give it up for David Batstone. Thank you.